These are the messages we wish to convey to you. Presently, this is our understanding of your vortex, but you're not prepared to receive this information. It becomes less beneficial when someone else is already aware of it. This is why we have been emphasizing to you that many of our physical acquaintances have sought fulfillment from external sources for their destiny. The reason behind this, pay attention, you'll appreciate it greatly, is the missing piece for you. The rationale for your continual reliance on others to bring it, to deliver it, to be the key or the path, the who, the where, the when, the how it will happen is because you've had a grid gradually forming and you've been unaware of it. Since you haven't been conscious of your grid filling in, when it does, it gives the impression that someone else is responsible. Are you following? However, when you consciously create images and hold on to them until you feel an improvement, when you deliberately engage in activities that bring joy in the moment, when you invest time in this manner and observe the immediate positive changes in the hours and days following an elevation of your vibration, you will no longer perceive the grid filling in as a mysterious external force. It won't feel like someone else is determining your destiny or orchestrating your experience. We thoroughly enjoy this conversation. You are the creator. We delight in expressing to you that the reason you are uncertain about creating your own reality is due to offering a grid unknowingly. As your grid completes, it seems like someone else is imposing their will, but in reality, it's your creation. It seems as though your lawyer is the one making decisions about how you are treated or how much you can earn. It feels like your government is making numerous decisions, and your partner's spouses, parents, children, siblings, and peer group all appear to have control over your circumstances. However, none of this is accurate. You actually have control over how you perceive them. When you start exercising control over your perceptions, you create a consistent grid. The law of attraction is wonderful because it consistently and explicitly responds to your vibration. In other words, what you think and feel is always a perfect vibrational match to what you receive. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Are you the creator of your own reality? Can you choose to offer a vibration independently, or is your vibration solely dependent on what is already manifested? You don't need to keep revisiting old news. It's time to think beyond it. Consider the thrill of expansion. Can you envision taking a different route to work? You have the ability to break away from the familiar and explore new ways of experiencing things. If there's something you wish to see along a different path, it's perfectly feasible to approach it differently. Imagining a different perspective is not challenging. It opens up possibilities for seeing things in a new light. Is your life diverse? Are there aspects of it that are functioning more effectively than others? Do you possess the capability to concentrate on the aspects that are working well? Can you redirect your attention to the things that bring genuine joy? Do you believe you can emit a vibration distinct from what has already materialized? Can you conceptualize creation, considering the law, emotions, and your existence before entering this physical body? Is it reasonable to assume that there is a non-physically focused part of you pulsing simultaneously? Is it logical to think that when you focus on something, forming an opinion, the source within you also forms an opinion about it? Does it make sense that the emotion you experience indicates whether your opinion aligns with or differs from the opinion of source? So, if you feel disheartened while contemplating money, your current income, debt, or future prospects, does that feeling of discouragement suggest that source is also thinking similarly or differently about it? Does it now make sense to you that every instance of negative emotion, what you might label as discouragement, could actually be a reason for significant encouragement because it indicates that source perceives it differently? So, source sees this differently. I might be deviating from my usual thoughts here. I've consistently practiced this perspective. It's become second nature, yet it's clear that source doesn't align with it. Surprisingly, that's good news. It signifies that there's something in my vortex, a path, an avenue to explore. Just acknowledging this makes you feel better, doesn't it? Source possesses knowledge that I'm currently unaware of. Isn't that logical? Is this not something worth celebrating? Source understands my desires, my position concerning those desires. If I were to lighten up, Source would guide me along the way. This could be an enjoyable process. What we truly want you to grasp is that while you may believe you want to directly reach your goal, and then in the absence of lack, revel in the presence of it, we want to emphasize, even if it's challenging to accept, that the most fulfilling aspect is the journey from where you currently stand to where you aspire to be. That journey, that's the essence. Once you reach your destination, the excitement lasts only for a brief moment. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm there. Now what? Now what? Now what? So is it the case that you'll never reach a point of completion? There will always be something more that you desire. Assessing your vortex. There will always be an ongoing desire for something more. Let's pause for a moment because this realization is crucial. For many of you, the negative emotions you believe you don't want actually serve as valuable guidance, indicating the intensity of your true desires. More significantly, they highlight the power of what you have already evolved into. When you find yourself in a state of not really wanting something, but sort of desiring it, and when it eventually arrives, it feels somewhat satisfying. However, when you genuinely don't want something and your desire for it is strong and persistent, the moment you stop resisting and allow it to manifest, the satisfaction is profound. Moreover, the joy is not just in the manifestation itself, but in the process of moving towards it. You didn't declare, I will set forth. Think a thought and boom, it will manifest. If that were the case, this seminar would focus on demanifestation. 468 cars, Abraham. It's becoming a bit overwhelming. I have so many houses. I'm unsure where to spend my time. My lovers are accumulating. However, you didn't set out for mere manifestation. You embarked on this journey because contrast inspires you and the joy lies in generating new ideas. You appreciate the freshness of a new desire. I won't allow myself to be unhappy about the manifestation not occurring instantly as it is the focal point of my attention to which I am directing my energy. This object of attention is what gives purpose to my life, and I am committed to experiencing a joyous unfolding. It's important to recognize that everyone who currently appreciates their prosperity has encountered dry spells. It is during these periods that your vortex is filled with what you truly desire. The process involves deciding to explore, sift, sort, and define what you desire, followed by making the effort to align with those definitions. You then feel the resonance, ease, alignment, joy, connection, empowerment, and vitality of this alignment, experiencing the invincibility of it. This is the life you are feeling. And after this alignment process, manifestations naturally follow. These manifestations are intended to punctuate your alignment, not be the sole reason for it. Your ultimate goal is joy, alignment, joy, and the outcome is expansion. Even if you don't fully achieve the joyous aspect of your intention, expansion still occurs. The joyous expansion was your initial intention, not just expansion. You express a desire for contrast, alignment, and conscious awareness of expansion because it is enjoyable to identify what you want, acknowledge that you are currently distant from it in vibration, and then deliberately focus until you feel yourself aligning better and better. As you observe this alignment process, you witness the grid filling in with more and more details, creating a beautiful experience. When we say you are the creator of your own experience, does this concept resonate with you? What you are is the allowing of your grid to fill in. The contrast arises when you deliberately place it there and source responds accordingly. It is your attention to tending to your grid that facilitates the emergence of ideas, the occurrence of rendezvous, and the unfolding of details. As you observe athletes, you often find them mentally preparing to be prepared, knowing that their trained bodies will perform as expected. However, the distinction between the masters and the mediocre lies in alignment in tuning themselves to the frequency. Being patient and willing to listen to our expressions from the heart, which essentially represent you, brings you into resonance with your true self. The beauty is that in moments like this, where you actively raise your vibration and achieve vibrational alignment, you gain conscious awareness of the progress that has been made. Importantly, you don't necessarily need our guidance for this. It's something you can practice throughout the day. The most effective way to bring yourself into alignment readily is through meditation. Quieting your mind during meditation stops thought, and in doing so, you cease resistant thinking. When you halt resistant thoughts, your vibration elevates, granting you access to the contents of your vortex. As this flow occurs, and you consciously become aware of it, ideas begin to surface. Even if the funds aren't in the bank or you haven't yet met the person you seek, the exhilarating notion emerges, prompting you to recognize that your grid is just filled in. This alignment signals that you are engaged in deliberate creation. Before long, a sense of invincibility arises. Not a precisely determined state, but a knowing state where you are certain of your worthiness for whatever you're reaching for. Trust in the law of attraction solidifies as it consistently aligns with your vibrations. And you've witnessed the correlation between feeling bad and undesirable events, as well as feeling good and positive outcomes. You start to grasp that you've achieved a particular vibrational state. When you're sad, similar vibrations join the wheel. And when you're exhilarated, matching energies align, your entire reality reflects the vibrational state you embody, with less effort than it takes to learn QuickBooks on your computer. You can control your own vibrational grid. Our absolute conviction is that you will begin living your life precisely as you intended when you entered this physical experience. It's an exciting prospect since you've invested so much time filling your grid with wonderful things. It's high time to redirect your focus and start allowing those things to flow into your awareness, manifestation, and actualization. We've thoroughly enjoyed this interaction.